Hello, everyone. Welcome into Sports Talk Chicago. I'm Joey Christopoulos. I just wanted to come in and drop in with an update and an announcement a little bit about a lot of comments that some of our community of fans have been asking for months. So if you allow me a little bit, I'm going to provide some context, and then I'm going to get to our announcement regarding Sports Talk Chicago here, now, and in the future. Okay, so a lot of people are asking, where is Jon? Where's Jon Zaghloul? Is he okay? Is he happy? Is he healthy? I can report to all of you right now that Jon Zaghloul is alive and well. He is healthy. He is happy. And everything is fine as far as I know in his particular life right now. In the past, yes, he has had procedures that have been necessary for the long-term health of his life, and he's gone off and he's done that before. And in the past, I have very, very gratefully and excitedly subbed in for him before, and I've done some shows. Background with just me and Jon is that, about 4 or 5 years ago, we're both doing our shows. We're both doing our stuff. We both have mutual respect for each other. We both have worked with each other before. He's been on my show before. I've been on his show before. And we struck up a friendship. And it was always really nice and really cool communication. I think one of the fun parts about being with Jon is that I think Jon is a good person. And I think we both enjoyed not always being on the same page or having some differing opinions about our Chicago sports along the way. And I think that's what made it for a fun conversation. I think that's what makes for good content sometimes. As things went along, I think people that have been supporters and loyal to the channel have noticed that, what was it, a year and a half ago, he started carrying some of my Bears shows with Corey Wooten on the channel. I think you also noticed that, I was subbing in for him at times, and we started a bit of a working relationship. And I've always been a big fan of Jon, and I've always been a supporter of his, and I always appreciated his support of having me come onto his channel. I will tell you that I'm just trying to be transparent and honest. About maybe last April or so, I decided to leave the company that I was with. I was also planning on making a move from Los Angeles, California to back here in Chicago, Illinois. I'm born and raised in Chicago, or in the Chicagoland area. I'm from Evanston. Lived in the city for about 10 years. So I was coming back after a decade of being away, and I had a wife and a dog, and it was a really difficult and quite a huge undertaking. And at the exact same time, I decided to leave the sports company that I was with. And one of the first people to reach out to me was Jon, to his credit, and asked, look, man, if you need a landing spot, if you want to do some shows on Sports Talk Chicago's channel, we will post them. We will do them. And we also had a conversation about collaborating together, too, as well, and doing some things together. And I thought that was, A, really nice of him, and B, I was really excited to do it. Fast forward about a month or two later, I'm literally about to make the move, and Jon and our wonderful producer, also named Jon Meadows, Jon with an H, shout out, had a phone call with me and called me up and had explained that, Jon was going to be having this surgery, and he was going to have to take some serious time off. And they asked if I'd be willing to sub in for a little while, and I told them yes. And at the time, it was about to be 6 or 7 weeks, something along those lines. But really, it was more about giving Jon, all the time that he needed to heal up and feel good and come back. And I was planning on working with him to hit the ground running with Sports Talk Chicago. Now, here is the announcement that I think you guys all deserve and probably need to hear. So I've noticed a lot with posting the shows, specifically on YouTube, that a lot of people are very loyal towards Jon, and I completely get it. And I've already detailed that in several different ways. Dude works hard. He's a good person. People really enjoy his passion when it comes to Chicago sports. And he had built up a loyal fan base. And a lot of people were asking, where is Jon? And I'll be honest with you. I picked up on it that a lot of the where is Jon was in a derogatory manner towards me. And that's totally fine. And I appreciate loyalty. And honestly, I think that is one of the bedrock foundations of what being a Chicago sports fan is all about. We're passionate. We're crazy loyal. And yeah, maybe we get a little upset from time to time. So a lot of people are asking, where's Jon? Where's Jon? Where's Jon? I never felt like it was my place to speak on another person's decision or anything like that. So I just tried to just do the work as best I could and put shows out there. And I will also say, to be fully transparent, I over the summer, looking back on it now, I probably am willing to say that I probably wasn't as exactly jazzed or as proud of some of the shows that I did over the summer as before. A couple reasons. The first one is making a major move across the country. I had a lot of balls in there at the time trying to figure things out. And I will admit that there were moments in June when I was trying to squeeze the show in to the best of my ability. And I wanted to be loyal and consistent to what Jon was asking of me. And so I did it. The other part of it, too, as well, is that I was trying to challenge myself, and I have been for quite some time, to do solo and to bring my voice, my personality, my perspectives, and my opinions about Chicago sports to the viewers here at Sports Talk Chicago. I love having guests on. I will have more of them on in the future, but it was a skill that I wanted to get better at. And looking back now, I can be honest and say that over the summer, to where I am now, there has been a learning curve, and I have improved, but maybe some of the shows weren't as good as they should have been. And that's on me, but that's all part of it, and that's a part of us growing all together in Chicago sports. Trust me, when the Chicago Bears have a Hail Mary that goes wrong, it makes content a whole lot easier. But I digress. So all summer long into this year, where's Jon? Where's Jon? So here it is. Here's the deal. From my understanding, and of course in life, everything changes. This is not in cement. This is not in stone. But unfortunately, Jon Zaghloul will not be coming back to the Chicago sports universe or space anytime soon, and perhaps permanently. To categorize it as best I can, Jon has decided to follow his faith. If anyone follows him on socials, they already know that about his life, his personality, and what he deeply believes in. And I've had a conversation with him and John Meadows a long time ago, that is the decision that Jon wants. I had then countered and I had said, well, I certainly hope that whenever you feel like you want to come on and talk Chicago sports, you're more than welcome, Jon. I'd love to have you and to see you. But as of this moment right now, that is not an interest or a focus in Jon's life right now. And I don't want to speculate on why he doesn't want to do any Chicago sports, but I do know that he has a dedication and a passion that he feels is superseding talking about and ranting about and getting angry about the Chicago Bears right now. There was a rumor out there that somewhere John Meadows or myself had somehow kicked Jon off or hijacked the Sports Talk Chicago channel, which I'm sorry, I'm just going to say is fucking dumb. It doesn't make any sense. And here's something that, look, there's two things about this, right? One is, look, I know a lot of you love Jon and want to support Jon. And maybe in some sort of way, because Jon isn't around, you want to take it out or be derogatory towards me or what I'm trying to do. But here's what I will say is that you have to understand something, is that Jon picked me to carry on Sports Talk Chicago. I have Jon's 100% support in this endeavor and carrying on what he built here as this Sports Talk Chicago channel. He thinks that I'm the best person for the job. So I understand that you want to be loyal with Jon too as well, but please understand that this is completely in concert with what his wishes are and what he wants for this channel and everything moving forward. I'm hoping that one day, look, I never say never, right? I mean, I love how Jon is incredibly passionate about his faith, and that's what he wants to do. He has my full support in him and what he wants to do in that journey. But again, life is life. Anything can happen. I would always welcome Jon back at any moment to come on and hop on the show. If Jon called me one day and said, look, I want to come back full time, we'll have that conversation. We'll move on and then we'll be back. But look, I totally understand that some of the confusion of this has been going on for a while. I take responsibility for that. But again, I wasn't in a position to perhaps put out there or try and explain what another person's feelings are and what they want to do with the rest of their lives. I didn't necessarily feel like it was appropriate to do it. But we keep getting comments all the time. And I think that there's a lot of people that are actually enjoying what I'm doing or what we're trying to do with Sports Talk Chicago. And I want to encourage that. For those of you that are so loyal to Jon that they can't possibly see themselves sticking around with me or going somewhere else, if you need to move on, that's fine, man. There are plenty of other great voices out there in Chicago Bears. I have a restaurant mentality, to be honest with you. I am not the type of restaurant that is going to say yes to every single whim that every single customer ever wants. If you don't like my food and you want to eat somewhere else, go forth. God bless, be well, and do what you need to do. Do you need to come on and drag us on our comments on YouTube? No, not necessarily. But again, that's your prerogative, and I don't mind as long as we're having fun, engaging conversations about sports. That's really all I care about. So because of this news, if you decide that I can't be a part of this channel anymore, I find it disappointing. Because I'll be honest with you, and I'm gonna wrap it up like this. One, I really appreciate what producer John Meadows has done for this channel. He works very hard. He's very passionate about it. He's very good at his job too as well. We're also now being featured on WLS AM 890 across Chicago every single Saturday night. That the feedback has been absolutely overwhelmingly positive about what we're doing here on this channel right now. I personally think that the future is bright, and I understand. I am not the same person as John. And no, I'm sorry, I'm not a replicant or a Xerox copy of all of his takes and feelings and passions. I know that sometimes there's a lot of you out there that just want to open up YouTube and watch someone scream into a microphone and get super upset about your Chicago sports team. That's fine. I get upset too, and that will happen. You'll see me go off on Matt Eberflus this week, but I just want to let you know that I'm a different person. Just is what it is, man. And I promise you a couple of things. The first one is I'm a Chicago sports fan for life. I've been doing this for quite some time. I have a passion for it. I absolutely love what I do. This is what I want to do with my life. And I promise you, my loyalty and my support to this channel is never going to change. If you want to come in and watch and be a part of the community, comment and question and enjoy and extend that support back to me, the support that's been given to me through Jon Zaghloul by giving me the opportunity to be the voice of this channel, let's shake hands and let's go for it. Because honestly, I think the future is very bright. I'm only going to get better. I'm only going to work harder. And I'm telling you right now, I'm not going anywhere. This thing is in my blood. It's in my DNA. It's what I love to do. I'm going to keep on doing it, and I'm going to keep getting better at it. And all I can ask and offer is the opportunity, the chance, the patience, the support of, I'm not asking for your loyalty. I am asking, however, for some patience of just, let me see if I grow on you a little bit. You know what I mean? I work really hard at this, and I'm only going to get better. I think the future is bright for this channel. If John ever wants to come back, he's absolutely more than welcome. But unfortunately, I got to tell you guys, Jon Zaghloul is not coming back. The comments on the videos, where is John? Is John coming back? Is John okay? John is okay. John is not coming back. He's left the Chicago sports universe. He is no longer in the sphere. He has moved on to follow his faith. He has no interest anymore. And I think some of the anger that Chicago sports, the vitriol, the comments, the social media that it brings to the table, not only is he taking a break, but he's taking a step back and 2 steps out of the industry. And I applaud him for it. Do what you love in this life. Follow your heart. And that's what I'm doing. I love doing this. And that's why I'm going to keep doing it every single week. And I hope over time you can provide your support. And honestly, I want to hear your guys' thoughts and perspectives too. I wish the comments were more about derogatory things about me or where is John, and I hope they're more about football and sports and your experiences and what you loved and what you remembered and what caused you pain and what made your heart sore. I want to have these conversations on this channel. But I feel like it was time, and forgive me if I'm not the best vessel to provide this information, but I just wanted to provide an update with everybody that moving forward, Sports Talk Chicago, it no longer involves Jon Zaghloul until he decides that he wants to come back into the fold. He's always welcome. The window, the door, whatever you call it, is always open for John to come back. I love talking sports with John. Even if he wanted to come back and do 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever it is, he's always welcome. If he wanted to come back full time, he is always welcome. But for the fans in the community out there, I feel like that it was incumbent upon me and important for me to come out and let you know that Jon Zaghloul is no longer in the Chicago sports industry space. I'm going to be here every single week talking sports, talking Bears, Blackhawks, Bulls, White Sox, Cubs. And I hope that you come around. I hope that you stick around. Because I have a lot of passion. I believe in what I say, and I love what I do. And I'm rambling now. And this is probably the part where, John, maybe you should just cut this up and edit this up. But that's it, guys. That's it. I appreciate those that are supporting. The comments recently have been very complimentary. The feedback from WLS has been awesome. So I really do appreciate that. I don't take it for granted. And if anything, it inspires me to work harder, to get better every single week and provide the best content that you can. Make you laugh, make you learn, get you excited for Chicago sports, because that's what I'm here for, okay? That is the announcement. I want to thank producer John Meadows, too, as well, working with me all summer long throughout this process. And all I can tell you is just be well, be safe, be good to each other. And I'm going to be back soon. Sports Talk Chicago. Let's grow this thing together. I hope over time I can earn your support.
Hello, everyone. Producer John Meadows here. I wanted to hop on and give a statement of my own about the future of Sports Talk Chicago. Jon Zaghloul has left the industry. He won't be coming back. I have taken over the company from John and moving forward with Joey. This was a decision that John and I made together. And John is fine. John's doing well. He's kicking ass at life. In January, after the Bears season ends, John is going to come on for one final show. It'll be a live stream. It'll be John and I, John, and let John, give a full episode about his decision and what's going on with him. Moving forward, we're just going to be putting out the best content humanly imaginable with Joey, all about Chicago sports. We will be covering the Big Five. We'll be covering Bears, Bulls, Blackhawks, Cubs, and White Sox. One of the things that I like about Joey is that he is a true Chicago sports fan, which, in my opinion, is good to have him on the mic. And when we cover the Big Five, we cover it equally, and we cover it with the same amount of passion for this team, because we love Chicago. That's basically what it is. If you have to move on, we totally understand. Full disclosure, I have gotten into a couple of fights in the comments with people who I thought were mean. The last fight, the person who made the comment and I got mean with each other. I have deleted those comments or that fight. I did not delete his original comment because I felt that should be up there. And I do not have the same professionalism that Jon Zaghloul has, so I've banned myself from the comment section. Well, banned myself from fighting. If you get comments from Sports Talk Chicago in the comment section, that's coming from me, John Meadows. I try to have a sense of humor about it. I was taking attacks on Joey personally, and I was kind of fighting back, and that's not the way to do things, and I'm not going to do that anymore. If you guys want to drag us, fine. If you get overly mean, I'll delete the comment, but you know how YouTube comments are. And yeah, that's it. Thank you for listening. Thank you for your patronage. And I hope you stick with us as we grow. Thank you.